Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. So in today's video, I'll show you how you can transfer your mind to the paper. Now in today's video, I'll show you how you can transfer anything from your mind to the paper. Okay, so I'm using a Faber-Castell red pencil for a bit sketching and a red ball pen. And also a normal HB pencil, and of course eraser and sharpener. Now before we move on, I want to share some drawings that I drew before this video. Okay, so I drew these two, and the man that I was sitting on the chair is a bit hard to draw, so in this video I will show you how you can draw a whole body part. I show you the face too, but drawing a body is a bit hard, or it's more harder when you don't have a reference and you draw just directly on your mind. So yeah, this video basically for a body, that how you can draw a body from your mind. So yeah, first I pick my pencil and I just closed my eyes and think about that thing. Like right now we're talking about a human body or human or person. It's just one thing. So yeah, close your eyes and think about it, how it looks like, what he wears, or her face, how her face looks like, her hair is big or small. Okay, now right now nothing's on my mind, because whatever comes to my mind I draw it before, so it's a bit hard for me to think again. But I think about the girl that wear a box on her head, and her hand is tied with a rope, and she wears a frock, and yeah, so as I say, she wear a box on her head, so I draw a box shape first, a square box, and then this straight line is for her body and this line is for her hand, because her hand is tied with a rope, and just like this. And this is her frock, these lines is for her frock. It's a bit light, so camera's not catching it clearly, but you can see a little bit. Okay, so straight line for her body, and I also draw these two circles to make it a bit easier. Two circles for her shoulder, and these 2 points is for her elbows. Now here our base is ready. This is everything that we need. This is the main thing for drawing everything from your mind. Like we draw those lines. Now we know that where her arms need to be, where her dress need to be, where her eyes need to be. In this drawing I didn't draw her eyes, but this is the main thing. Now when we draw upon these lines, like I draw up a box upon this rough line that we draw before. So this is everything that we need. And one thing I need to clear here, that is, this is not everything. Like if you want to transfer it from a big painting, big sketch, or a big drawing, so you need to draw this at least 3 or 4 times. If you are beginner, so you need to draw it at least 4 or 5 times. But if you are pro, so at least you need to draw it 2 times if you want it to draw more clearly or beautiful. So at least 2-3 times. So yeah, and get back to our drawing. So I draw her arms upon these lines. So here you can see that I have an idea. I know that where her arms need to be, because I draw the lines first. So as I say, this is everything, these lines. So you need to draw these lines before you draw anything from your mind. So these lines is important. So yeah, here you can see how fearless, how comfortably I am drawing it, not because I'm pro, but because of these lines. So as I say, these lines is everything. like if you learn that technique, I bet you can draw everything. And one more technique I give you right now: if you have a mirror on your room, so that's good, that's great, just stand in front of that mirror and do that pose that match to your drawing, and then you get some idea that how it looks like right now I say her hand is tied with a rope, so I do that pose, look at myself, and then I get some idea that how her hands looks like. So yeah, and sorry, somewhere I say some words wrong, it because I'm a bit nervous, but please ignore that. And I want to share with you something that is, I don't have an art degree, I don't have a fine art degree. I learn everything on my own. I can do sketches, I can do drawings, I can do painting, and these all things that I can draw, I can paint. It's these all I learned on my own. No one's teach me. So I say that it because I want you say you that if I can learn that, you can learn that on your own too. You don't need to pay for pay to the people and give people money to teach you an art, to teach you how to draw. You can do that on your own too. You just need to trust on yourself and go with it, start your journey. So yeah, you can do that. And one more thing that I want to say you too, that is, I didn't use expensive paper in my whole life. I mean, the drawings that you see in my channel is these all I draw on cheap paper. The paper that you see normally in your shops and store, that paper I use cheap, and when you look at that paper you can see behind of it easily. So yeah, you don't need to invest money with a expensive color pencil, expensive papers. You don't need that. Just get a cheap color pencil, an artist color pencil that made for artists, but it's cheap, like Fabricator classic color pencils. These are the cheap color pencil. So yeah, and you can also get a cheap paper. Like I saw the people and in YouTube that say you need expensive paper, but I didn't use an expensive paper in my whole life. But if you love my drawings, so and you want to draw like me, so you don't need an expensive paper. Like, I mean, expensive paper is good too, like if you have expensive paper, so you can go deeply with details, but you can draw without this too if you are beginner. So don't get an expensive paper, whatever you have is good. So yeah, as I say, don't invest with a expensive color pencil or paper. Just get the cheap supplies and start your journey, and I promise you can do it. So yeah, right now our drawing is ready. I try to draw her legs, but I don't need her legs, I just try if I can. So yeah, and I think her head box that she wear on her head's a bit small. I think we need to little bit bigger it, increase her size. So I'm going to big it a bit because it's too small, it looks a bit ugly. Now let's start shading. I'm using a Faber-Castell red pencil, as I say, Faber-Castell classic red pencil, and I'm using a red red pencil because I love red sketches, and I think it looks more realistic with a red sketch. So yeah. Now here I want to say the important thing. Everything that you draw from your mind, you need to focus to the light. The where lights come from, like in my drawing, the light come from the right side, so you can see I draw all the darkest shadows on the left side. So yeah, you need to focus to the light, like where the lights come from, if you want that your drawing looks realistic. So make sure that you draw all the shadows perfectly. Okay, so as I said, the light come from the right side. I point that way, so it make a little bit easy for you. Okay, so the lights come from here. Okay, so now make it a bit more darker. I'm using a red pin, a red ball pin, to make the details a bit more darker. So yeah. Now our drawing is ready, that we draw directly from. I don't think that it looks not that realistic, it looks ugly. As I say, it's just a base. If you love that, and if you want to transfer it from a sketch, then I will show you how you can do that. But right now it's ready, and as I say, the points, the lines that we draw, it's important. So I hope you learned that how you can draw a body from your mind. So yeah, since we learned how to draw a body, now I will teach you how you can draw a face from your mind. So yeah, let's get started. Now before we move on, I want to show you the girl that I draw from my mind. This girl I draw from my mind. The dress she wear is from my mind. The hair, the eyes, the nose, the lips, everything that she have is from my mind. I didn't look at any reference, I didn't even look at myself. So yeah, if you start your drawing journey, if you start drawing things from your mind, so you can draw it better than me. Okay, so yeah, the same technique we use here. Close your eyes and think about the girl. I think it already. So okay, so first I draw a circle for her face, and then draw a straight line, and then just kind of draw a face, like a rough face. Okay, so yeah, rough lines for face. And for her eyes, I draw a horizontal line for her eyes, line for her nose, line for her lips. And if you don't know how to draw face, if you want to learn how to draw a face, so there's a bunch of videos on my channel, how to draw face, how to draw eyes, how to draw nose, how to draw lips, how to draw eyebrows with different angles, step-by-step videos. So if you want to learn, so I put the link on the description and on I button too, so go and check that videos. You can learn it easily. So yeah, upon those lines I draw her eyes. So for nose, again I use a same technique. I draw a nose upon that line, and again, if you don't know how to draw a nose, so there's bunch of videos on my channel. I put the link on the description so you can learn it easily with the different angles step by step. Okay, here I want to give you the technique if you can draw the nose. So the lines here, I draw the line, the box shape line, so you can draw a nose inside of these lines. But again, if you can't draw it, I have videos on my channel, so go and check that video. And now I draw her lip. I use same technique for her lip. And if you don't know how to draw a lip, I don't like to say that again and again, but please, I have videos on my channel. I mean, if you can draw it, so it's good, draw it. But if you can't, so don't go it straight. I have videos on my channel, so you can check it, or there's so many videos on YouTube too. So yeah, I draw her eyebrows, and now and her face, I didn't draw it upon those lines because since you draw a lip, so you have an idea that where her chins need to be, so then point that area and then start drawing a face, just like this. Now after face, you can still fix some areas that not looks okay. So her eyes, I think that her right side eye is not looking good, or not at her place. So yeah, I fixed that. So it means that you can fix some areas later. It's not that big problem. Now I harshly draw the lines for her ear, but I really don't want to draw her ear. But I draw her neck. Just fix some areas and draw her neck. Erase those rough lines, just like this. Now I want to fix her lips too. I think her lips looks a bit ugly. I think her lips is not at her right place. I want to draw it again. So yeah, it means that you can still fix some areas, and I want to give you the technique how you can draw a lip. So straight line, horizontal line, and then two vertical lines to the two sides, and then one line for her lower lip, and then start drawing it just like this. Now after erasing some areas and fixing some areas, I think she looks good. Now I erase some dark areas and then start drawing, sketching, shading. And again I'm using a red pencil and red pen for shading, because I think it looks more beautiful, more good if you use red pencil. But again, if you don't have red pencil, you can use a normal black pencil or black pen, it's okay. Okay, so shading on, again, if you don't know how to shade, so I have a video on my channel how to shade on face, how to shade a face. And I don't have a video or red sketch. If you want that, I made a video there how to shade a drawing with red color pencil, so comment down below. I promise I made that video. Okay, so let's shade it. But point of this video is not how to shade. Point of this video that how you can transfer your mind to the paper. And I hope that you learn it. I show you that how you can transfer it from a big sketch of paper, how you can do that lately. But I hope you learned that in the, but if you didn't learn anything, so comment down below. I will make that video again. And I know my video is so late. I'm not making a video earlier. It's because I'm sick right now. I'm sick too, but I make a video for you guys. And I'm sorry if I get wrong some areas and I didn't teach you perfectly. Comment down below. I promise I made it again for you. So yeah, shade it. And now here we are done with our drawing, and I hope you learned that how you can draw girl from your mind face from your mind, sorry. And here I'm going to show you what is the basis of drawing a face from your mind. Like we learned side face, but we didn't learn face from front. So yeah, okay, so here I'm going to show you. Okay, first I'm erasing it a bit. Okay, now for side face, as I say, you need to draw like this. This was the base for the side face, just like this face shape, like an kind of anime type of anime face shape, and then for hair or so on. And for front face, draw the circle, kind of circle for front face, just like this, like a face shape, like draw any kind of anime shape, face shape, just like this, shoulder and neck. And then for her whole body with face, for her whole body, you need to draw just like this, a small circle, and then straight line, and then line for her for her arms. It's just like the drawing that we draw at childhood, when we are with our childhood drawings, just like our childhood drawings, like a circle for face, and then straight line for body, straight line for her arms. But this was the base. So yeah, just like this. I use the same technique for these two drawings too. I mean, I like this one, that man that sit on the chair. I like this one, not that girl, but for this girl I use the same technique, circle and then straight line for body, and then straight line for her arms, and then a line for her frock. And for this man that sit on the chair, I draw like this kind of circle for her head, and then for her arms, and then just like roughly draw it, and then I go with a little bit detail up on those lines. So yeah, these all are the bases, and these bases are so important. I know it looks a bit funny, but these bases are important. So yeah, these all drawings that I show you today. And now I'm going to show you that how you can transfer to a big sketch. Like, I'm not drawing a big sketch right now, but I will show you a little bit that how you can do it. Okay, so first pick a clean blank paper, and I'm stick it with a tape. And now I will show you that how you can draw it clearly. Like right now you can see it just a rough drawing, but how you can go with a little bit detail and draw it clearly and make it a little bit realistic. This was the technique. I mean, the technique I'm using right now is separated from those all technique that I show you before. So yeah, pick up blank paper and stick it with a tape, just like this. Now the first technique is use this rough as a reference. Like, think that this is the picture that you download from a Google or from Pinterest, and use it as a reference, look at and then draw it. Like normally you draw from a picture, just like this, use it as a reference. This was the first technique. Okay, now here after the second technique, in second technique, this was the main technique. In second technique, after this first technique, I will show you the second technique lately. But in second technique, that was the main technique, and in that technique, I will show you that how you can make this drawing clear and draw all the every single details. But here I want to show you I want to say you that how you can transfer it to the sketch. Okay, so if you are beginner and you like this drawing, and I mean beginner mean that you are pro but not that pro. So if you want to transfer it to a big sketch, so you need to draw it at least 2-3 times. until you satisfy with your drawing. I mean, if you draw it again from a rough draft, like here I draw it again second time, and when you are satisfied with your drawing, you will like all the details. I mean, in second technique I will show you how you can draw all the details if you are satisfied. So you are done here, then you can transfer it to a big sketch. But if you are pro, so yeah, you can transfer it to a big sketch. But if you want to draw and if you want to transfer it to a color pencil drawing, then you need to draw it, if you are pro, at least one more time. Here you draw a sketch, then pick another pick another blank paper, and then pick your color pencil and try to transfer it to a color pencil drawing. Now I know you think that how you can transfer a sketch from a color pencil, you are not that pro. So in second technique I will show you that how you can do that. In second technique I will show you that how you can transfer it to a color pencil. I mean, you know it, that how you can transfer it. So yeah, then when you are colored it and you look at that, when you are satisfied with that, then you can transfer it to a big color pencil drawing. And if you want to transfer it to the painting, then this was a bit harder. If you are pro, you need to draw it at least I think 4 times. For pro, like here you draw sketch, then again draw color pencil drawing, and then after color pencil drawing, then again draw it with watercolor or a painting with a small paper. Then after these all things, you are ready to transfer it to a big painting. Okay, now the second technique is download a picture. Download a picture from Pinterest or Google. Right now I'm using Pinterest, and I write a man wear a plastic bag on her head. Now I found this female picture now, and I keep going and looking at pictures. I found it. Now here, look at this, wear a plastic bag. Now just keep going, looking at picture, and yeah, look at this one. It's matched a bit with my picture, a little bit matched, but we need more. I'm just like keeping going and looking at the picture that was totally matched. And now finally I found this picture. This was like totally matched to my reference. Not totally, but it's a little bit matched, and I think I need this one. So I just draw all those details from this. So this was basically the second technique, that you download picture from Google and match that picture to your drawing, and if it's perfectly matched, then you can draw all the details from that picture, all the shadows, and make it more realistic. Now the bag that he wears was complete. Now I need her body. So I just keep going and looking at. Now here I found the image that was totally matched to my drawing. Look at this, it's totally matched to my drawing, and I found it like I type man sitting pose. Here you can see I type man sitting pose, and when I search it I found this image, and this was totally matched. So it's easy to find the image and find the poses that your drawing is. Just simply type that pose that your drawing is on, and you find that. Now here let's draw her hands from this picture, because I don't like the hands that I draw from my mind, like it's not clear. So I draw her hands just like this, and I draw all the details, all her shirt details, sweaters that I wear. So now I can draw every single small details easily, because I have a reference right now. So I can draw every single detail, and it's easy. You can see how easily we can draw everything from our mind. If you follow those steps, you can draw everything that comes to your mind, and you want to transfer it to the paper and make your art, because as an artist we need to focus the thing that we made in our mind. Like if we draw something on reference, that was not valuable, but something that we draw from our mind, that was valuable. So as an artist, this was such an important thing, and it's so valuable for artists, so meaningful for an artist to draw something on her mind. So yeah. Now here our drawing is ready. I draw all the details and I really want to shade it, and I show you how you can shade it. But as I say before, I'm sick, I'm tired, and I can draw that much. So I hope this video is helpful for you. I hope you learned something, and I hope I make this video easy for you, and I hope you like this video. You can see I draw every single detail. You can see, I will show you here. You can see I draw every single detail, and then when I shade it, it looks more beautiful. Maybe in future I shade it and I make the video, or maybe I make a short. But anyways, thank you so much guys for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share and comment, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Thank you.